Hey, it's Courtney, but you can call me Coco. A lot of people have been asking me how I do my eyebrows, how I get them on fleek. I decided to film my eyebrow tutorial. I'm not a beauty guru. I'm not a makeup artist. This is just how I do my eyebrows. And I just wanted to share that with you guys. So hope you enjoy. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
So to fill in my brows, I use a cream liner, a concealer, a spoolie brush, tweezers, and some facial tissue. To start off, I'm going to clean up my brows. I haven't gotten them done in a little while, so they're looking a little cray-cray. So I start off by combing through them with my spoolie brush, and I comb the hairs upward. Then I grab my tweezers and start plucking the loose hairs to redefine my eyebrow shape just a bit, but this doesn't have to be perfect. Once that's done, I comb through my brows again with the spoolie. I use the brush that comes with this cream liner. The one I use is by e.l.f. Cosmetics, and it's the cream eyeliner in the shade Coffee. I like to start by lining the bottom of my brows, starting near the center to define my arch by flicking the brush upward toward the top and then using the excess to start filling in the sparse areas. Without using more product, I use what's left on the brush and start lining the beginning of my brow. I like to keep this area lighter as it makes it look a lot more natural. Then, going back to the center, I keep filling in and continue the line to the bottom of the brow. Moving on to the tail, I like to start light and build up with more product later on, but I follow the natural shape of my brows and using my eye as a guideline so I know where to stop. Then I start lining the top of my brow, starting closer to the front, then dragging the product toward the center. Again, using what's already on the brush, I fill in the sparse areas. I go over the tail a few times because that's where my eyebrow hairs are the most thin. Using product from the center, I begin lining the front and the top of my brow, and then using the excess to fill in the rest. Then I go over the beginning of the brow, defining the bottom and the top a little more. Next, I drag the product upward again to fill in the beginning of the brow, and I do that until I get closer to the center. I go back in with my spoolie to blend everything out and to make everything look more natural. Next, I grab a facial tissue to clean up around the brow. Sometimes there can be product fallout while you're blending. I just carefully wipe around the perimeter. To clean everything up, I use my HD Pro Concealer by LA Girl in the shade Fawn. I apply the concealer straight from the tube and begin carving out my brow. I keep defining the shape and I drag the concealer downward so that it will blend easier with the rest of my face. Then I do the same thing at the top. Sometimes I use a brush, but lately I've been using my finger to blend out the concealer. Going back in with my spoolie, I make sure everything's neat, and I go back and fill in any places I may have missed. And we're done.
Question 7. What's the best thing about one another? Well, you're like my bestie. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
She snatched my wig.
Again.